Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's Leaves. Today I have a really awesome video for you guys. I am going to be showing you my top 5 favorite variegated plants. If I'm being honest, I don't have many variegated plants. I am definitely a little bit more of a sucker for plants with silver splashing, like the Philodendron Ploumanii, and I have a lot of really splashy Hoyas, but variegation isn't something that always draws me in like it does for some people. But since I don't give variegated plants a ton of attention on my channel, I did want to go through my collection and show you some of my favorites today in this video. I also have a new camera. Let me know what you guys think of the video quality today. I'm very excited. It's a camera that's going to allow me to get out of my seat a little bit more and show you guys some stuff close up rather than having to bring everything to me. With that being said though guys, before we get into this video, if you're not already subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you hit that button down below, and if you enjoyed today's video, you can also give it a huge thumbs up as well. If you'd like to go that extra step though, you can also become a member by clicking that join button down below, and you can do so for as little as $1.99 Canadian per month. But with all of that being said guys, let's get straight on into this video. Alright guys, so the first plant that I want to show you is actually one that you guys have seen recently, and it's also one that matches my outfit. This was not planned. So right here guys, we have my Sport Variegated Monstera. You guys can see here that it has been cut a little bit. It was starting to melt a little bit, and I think that's very common with these more unstable variegated plants, but I'm not concerned. It still looks very beautiful, but I did make the decision to cut it just so that it didn't spread, because it did look like it was going to spread, but it still looks absolutely stunning, and I'm very happy with the way that it's going. This new leaf here also has some variegation starting to come in. You can kind of see it there. But if you didn't already know, these plants take a little bit of time for that variegation to develop. I also shouldn't be touching this. My friend Ashley, Plant Me Ashley on YouTube, also has one of these guys. She's got a Sport Variegated Monstera, and she found that the oils on our fingertips really affect these guys. So I don't want to be touching it too much because that could cause it to melt. But look at these beautiful other variegated leaves. I'm very happy because this guy is stabilizing. You can see that the variegation is definitely going to be there, meaning I do have a stable Sport Variegated Monstera, which is just so exciting. So yeah, that is this guy. I did decide to keep it in the pot with the other leaves. Also, this is something that Ashley said I should probably do, just because one time she had a beautiful Sport Variegated Monstera and she separated them and the plant died because it was disrupted a little bit too much. I would really like for this guy to establish itself and figure itself out, grow some really amazing roots, and then eventually I will separate them once it turns into a plant of its own. But yes, I'm very excited about this guy and its potential. The next variegated plant that we have here is my Philodendron Florida Ghost. I don't know if this is actually considered to be variegated, but I consider it to be variegated, and I think that it is because it comes in white And usually, if there's white on a plant, that is variegation. So yeah, this one, honestly, specifically, is such an amazing, amazing plant. This leaf is probably going to end up dying off eventually because it hasn't started to change colors. This one here has, but I don't know, we'll see. I really do love this plant though. I think that the type of Florida Ghost that it is just my absolute favorite. I know that a lot of them will become more stable and green after a while, but this one looks much more minty. And I know that that's not really a real term, but it's minty in my eyes. But yeah, look how beautiful and mottled those leaves are. It does have some new growth coming in there too, if you can see that, which is super duper exciting. The newest leaf that it put out was quite small, but the root system needs a little bit more time to establish. I think I gave it some root rot, which was my fault. Usually I'm pretty good about not giving plants root rot, but it's back in sphagnum and it has a nice juicy root growing, so I'm not concerned. I believe that was the reason for this small leaf rather than a leaf that's kind of progressing a little bit further in the development of the leaf shape. But yes, this guy is so beautiful and I cannot wait to watch it grow up. I really, really hope that this type of variegation stays in this plant and it doesn't become more like a more typical Florida Ghost where the leaves go completely green and yeah, we'll move on. On my list is also one that you guys have seen before. It is absolutely beautiful and it is my elbow Syngonium Podophylum. This is definitely a new favorite of mine. I have it sitting right on my desk beside me because I just want to see it all the time. I absolutely love the variegation on this one. It looks to be pretty stable and I like the variety of sectoral areas and then also the modeling. I think that it's a really, really nice mixture of the two. This leaf is a little bit more sectoral, but then it still has some of that splashing. I think that there might be a little bit of spider mite damage from the previous owners or maybe before it was imported, but I don't see any spiders on it, or I don't see any mites on it, so I'm not concerned, but I'm definitely keeping an eye on it, just in case there are some residual spiders living around. And then this leaf is also very beautiful. This is the second newest leaf, so the white variegation hasn't completely settled in. It's a little bit yellow still. I do find with these ones that the white comes in a little bit yellow, but yeah, it makes sense because this leaf, this side probably unfurled before this side, so that's still settling into itself. And then it does have this beautiful new leaf as well, and you can see how it looks kind of yellow there, but it's a little bit smaller than the others. But hopefully, given my conditions, that we can get these leaves back up to size. This one looks a little bit more mottled, which is going to be really nice once it hardens off to just really appreciate that variegation. I think it's going to really show up a lot better once it has hardened. But there's me helping the leaf. How freaking beautiful. That's so nice. It actually has two plants in this pot, so that is the newest leaf there on the other plant. And it also has a little pregnant stem there, so we'll have a new leaf from this guy in just a little bit of time. But yes, this guy is an absolute beauty, and I cannot wait to watch it grow up and fill out. I've seen so many podophyllums just bursting with growth, and I can't wait for that to be mine. The next plant we have here is in close proximity. This here is my beautiful variegated Hoya Carnosa compacta, also known as the elbow marginata, the Hindu rope. I think this guy is so unique. I absolutely love the crinkled leaves that it gives out. I think they're so cool. And I like this specific one because a lot of the Hoya Carnosa compacta elbow marginatas that you see are very crinkled, and usually you're just looking at the underside of the leaves, like this leaf here. But I have some more open leaves, which gives me a better, oh, I'm out of breath, a better view of the variegation. So I don't know, let me know if you guys understand what I'm saying in the comments, but I really feel lucky that I have this specific one because of how the leaves are crinkled. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. It hasn't grown a lot for me, which is kind of unfortunate, but I am definitely willing to wait for this guy to grow. I definitely have hope, or high hopes, that it will put out new leaves soon, or at least next year it might explode a little bit in growth. But I got a beautiful plant for, I believe, only $50. So I'm very lucky, and I'm glad to have one that's already a decent size, because these often are very expensive for a very small size. I'm definitely thinking of also getting a monoloa, which is the reverse variegated version of this plant. And I think that would be such an awesome addition to my collection, because, I mean, I'm starting to get into more variegated Hoyas at least. So yeah, I also do need to go and get myself a regular Hoya Carnosa compacta, because I threw mine out because it was getting so wrinkly. You guys saw in some other videos, but yeah, this one is definitely my favorite so far of the variegated ones, but we'll see. I might have to get one of the green ones again too. So next up here, we have a plant that I am so excited about. If you saw my last video, you saw the tour that I did at Harper's, and this was one of the plants that we saw in the tour. It's a beautiful Hoya Carnosa Crimson Princess. I think that the variegation on this one is so beautiful. I love when the leaves are white like this rather than creamy. So I kind of had to get it, and it's also trailing a ton. So it starts up here, as you can see, and we have some regular reverted leaves here too, but there's a little bit of variegation coming back. So, I mean, I'm not going to touch it anyways. I think it's kind of cool to have that variety. But guys, look at how freaking beautiful. I know that I don't have many adjectives, I'm sorry. It's just freaking beautiful. I can't get over how long this is too. Sorry, it's all backwards. But this, look at it. It goes all the way down here, and there is the top of the plant. So come on, that's pretty spectacular if you ask me. And I also love some of the crimson leaves coming in with that beautiful pink color. I think it is so, so awesome. And I cannot wait for some of these other tendrils to get just as long. And I'll probably eventually try to have it up and growing from the ceiling. So I'll try to get a hanger for the ceiling for this guy so I don't have to chop it up eventually. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite newest additions. It was one of the Hoyas that I never thought I would really want, but now I am really, really, really excited about it. And yeah, I can't wait for this one to grow as well. Yeah, I really, really do like the mixture of variegated and non-variegated leaves in it too. So that's really, really exciting. I think that it adds some quirkiness to the plant, and I really do like quirky plants. So yeah, look at this section. It's so spectacular. All right, I'll stop rambling on. The last plant I'm gonna show you, that was more than 5, I think, was it? Yeah. So this is the 5th plant, but I am going to show you guys, obviously my favorite Hoyas, the reverse variegated Bella. They're just obviously my favorites and definitely deserve to be mentioned in this, but I feel like I talk about it too much, so I wanted to kind of branch out and show you guys some different plants. So yeah. All right guys, well that is going to be it from me. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more top 5 or top 10 favorites videos from me, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you have any requests for any videos, comment them down below as well. I would be more than happy to make those videos for you guys. And if you see a video that you like down there, give it a thumbs up so I know that there's more of you out there that want to see it. Also, if you're not already subscribed, hit that button down below so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And if you'd like to go that extra mile, you can also click the join button for some extra content from yours truly. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Peace. Bye guys.